God whispers, "My dear, time is fleeting. Just 15 seconds remain. I urge you to stay tuned until the end. If you turn away now, you risk losing not only me but also my son, Jesus. You, chosen one, I call out to you with a sense of urgency. Please do not simply scroll past this. No matter where you find yourself, no matter how shattered or distracted you may feel, I implore you to open your heart at this very moment. This could be the most crucial message you come across. You are here for a purpose. Do not ignore that inner voice nudging you, saying, "This is meant for me." Because it truly is. If you sense even the faintest tug at your heart, please type Amen right now. This encounter is not by chance. You did not stumble upon this moment accidentally. Your steps have been guided by heaven. I have been watching over you, shedding tears for you, and fighting on your behalf. You are mine. You belong to me. However, my child, the adversary is attempting to draw you away. Using distractions, fears, pains, and shames, he aims to prevent you from hearing this message right now. But I implore you to remain. I implore you to listen. Walking away means forsaking something sacred, something that can alter your life. By skipping this, you are not just ignoring a message. You are turning away from my outstretched hand, ready to pull you out of the darkness. If you believe this is meant for you, kindly like this video once. It will serve as a reminder of this moment and keep the message close to your heart. There is a reason why you have been feeling burdened lately, struggling to get out of bed, questioning your worth, visibility, and chosenness. I see your weary spirit, your efforts to mask the storm within while presenting a smile to the world. You have been resilient for too long, but I did not create you to endure this alone. You were never meant to bear this burden without me. Know that if you let this opportunity slip away, the adversary gains a bit more ground in your life. If you believe this encounter is not random, please comment 1-1. The battle for your soul is real. You can feel it, can't you? That internal conflict between hope and hopelessness, light and shadow, faith and fear. It is not mere imagination. The darkness may try to engulf you, but it will not prevail as long as you still draw breath and my hand remains over your life. You are the one I have chosen. Even in moments of doubt, you are the one Jesus sacrificed for. Even when you feel undeserving, my love for you is steadfast. It does not waver when you stumble. It endures even in your falls. However, understand, my dear, there are consequences to turning away from me now. Not because I seek to punish, but because the farther you drift, the softer my voice becomes in your heart. I do not abandon you, but the noise of the world starts drowning me out. I am still speaking, still calling out to you, but you have been surrounded by too much clamor. I urge you to tune out everything else at this moment and lean in. This is sacred ground. You may wonder if you have strayed too far, if your mistakes are too numerous, and if I am still willing to welcome you back. Let me dispel that lie with truth. I have never let you go. You may have walked away, but I followed every step. When you shed silent tears in your car, I was there. When you gazed at the ceiling, pondering the worth of life, I sat by your bedside. When you laughed to hide the ache, I provided the comfort you could not name. I have never been distant from you, not for a single moment. If you believe this is not mere chance, please comment 2-2. The adversary knows the potential I have instilled within you, which is why the assaults have been relentless. Life may seem like an onslaught from all directions, because he fears what will happen when you fully grasp your identity. He trembles at the thought of you awakening to the truth that you are extraordinary, carrying my spirit, walking in my favor, and enveloped in the same resurrection power that raised Jesus from the grave. You are not feeble. You are not forgotten. You are not a mistake. Yet, I will not coerce you to remain with me. I will not compel you to choose me. That is the sacred nature of love. It must be a choice. Here I am once again, with open arms, pleading, begging you not to overlook this. Do not let this be another missed opportunity. Do not allow the lies to triumph this time. You have succumbed to them before, and you know it only leads to more anguish. This time, invite me in. Permit me to fight for you. Allow me to mend what is shattered and heal what seems insurmountable. Each day you awaken, a battle rages for your soul. What you may not see is that I have already dispatched angels ahead of you. Miracles have been arranged. A table has been set for you in the presence of every force, every entity, every memory that sought to shatter you. You are not alone. Behind you is not where you stand. You are not delayed. You are not under a curse. You are shielded, safeguarded, chosen. When it seems like your world is falling apart, I want you to grasp this truth. It's not a collapse. It's a reassembly. The fractures you sense are the breaking open of old structures that can no longer bear the weight of your future. I am not here to mend the past. I am here to create anew. That's why there have been tremors. That's why certain individuals had to depart. That's why the job concluded. That's why the relationship could not endure. I am not punishing you. I am repositioning you. Trust me, my child. I see how weary you are. I see the burdens you've carried, the trials you've endured in silence. People perceive you as strong because you maintain a smile throughout it all. But I witness the moments when you crumble behind closed doors. I see the nights when your heart feels too heavy for your chest. I hear the prayers you whisper when no one else is around. You question whether I hear them, if I care, if I will respond. I do. I always have. Not a single tear escapes my notice. If you are still standing with me, please signify your faith by commenting 333. This moment is not just another scroll, post, or video. It is sacred. It is divine timing. I orchestrated your steps to lead you here now to remind you that I have not abandoned you. My love for you has not wavered, even in moments of failure. My plans have not halted when you stumbled. You are still cradled in my hands. You are still an integral part of the narrative. However, if you turn away now, if you choose to disregard or forget this, the adversary will intensify efforts to convince you that I was never present, and that deception is the most insidious of all. Imagine a brief 7-second mental practice that could erase your debts and flood your life with boundless abundance. A startling disclosure from the CIA unveils a 7-second ritual that is assisting ordinary individuals in wiping out debt and attracting limitless prosperity. Validated by 4 eminent neuroscience labs, this simple method conducted at home is transforming financial struggles into dreamlike lifestyles. New homes, cars, vacations. Real people are experiencing it all. However, this confidential information could be withdrawn by the authorities at any moment. Click on the link in the description and comments before it vanishes forever. You are my cherished one. You are the individual I shed tears over, the one for whom Jesus sacrificed himself, not because you deserve it, but because love does not await perfection. Love sees you at your lowest and declares, "Still, I choose you." That is the love I have for you. It is not the kind that abandons. It is not the kind that forgets. It is not contingent on actions. My love reaches into the depths and lifts you out. It endures through the tempest, not just the calm. The adversary wants you numb right now, preoccupied, skeptical, occupied. If he cannot obliterate you, he will endeavor to sever your connection to me, to truth, to peace. But I am intervening in all of that now. I am breaking through the chaos. This is me calling your name once more. You are not too far lost. You are not irreparably damaged. You are not too tardy. You are in the midst of a miracle. Comment 555. If you receive this message in faith, you are not defined by the worst event in your life. You are not the shame, the guilt, the failure, the heartache. Those were mere chapters, not the entirety of your tale. And I, as the author, have more chapters to pen. Beautiful ones. Pages filled with restoration, healing, joy, laughter, peace, purpose. But I can only conclude writing if you continue flipping through the pages with me. Do not shut the book on your life due to one dark chapter. Allow me to reveal the splendor that emerges when light returns. My child, do not permit bitterness to take root in your heart. I know they wounded you. I know they departed. I know they deceived you, exploited you, and abandoned you. But their actions will not impede what I am about to accomplish. Their rejection was not the conclusion. It was a redirection. I am not merely restoring what was lost. I am replacing it with something superior. What lies ahead surpasses what was taken. It is abundant, overflowing, surpassing. You have beseeched me to communicate. Here I am, speaking unequivocally. Do not surrender. Not now. Not when you are so near. Do not let the voice of fear drown out my promise. Yes, you feel besieged, but I am encircling that which surrounds you. The very things that attempted to bury you will be the same things I employ to nurture your growth. What the adversary intended for harm, I am transforming into good. I perceive the effort you are exerting, how you strive to remain optimistic when everything appears bleak, the way you rise and persist, even when you wish to relinquish. That quiet fortitude, that perseverance, is not insignificant to me. It is worship. It is faith. And I honor faith. I reward faith. I act when you place your trust in me, even if it is just a whisper. Trust. Even when it feels like the ground beneath you is shaky and uncertain, you keep moving forward. Lately, you've been sensing a shift, a change in the air that's been putting pressure on your heart. The intensity of the battle you're facing is a sign of the greatness of the calling on your life. The enemy is not after your comfort, he's after your destiny. But here's the thing. What I have sealed, he cannot steal. What I have anointed, he cannot cancel. You are mine, and that seal is unbreakable. Share your hope with me in the comments if you're holding on, refusing to let go. Don't let the noise of the world drown out my voice. I speak to you in whispers, in the wind, in moments of wonder. I speak through the words of Scripture, in the quiet stillness, and in sudden divine interruptions like this one. I have never stopped speaking. You've just been surrounded by too many distractions. Come away with me to a place of quiet, to a secret space where I can remind you of who you truly are. You are not meant to blend in with the crowd. You are set apart, marked by me. That's why your life looks different, why certain paths didn't lead where you expected. It's not rejection, it's redirection. And now, you're stepping into alignment, into clarity, into everything the enemy tried to block. But listen closely, dear one. There's a door in front of you right now, one that I have opened. The enemy lurks nearby, whispering doubts and trying to make you hesitate. Do not fear, for I am before you, guiding your steps. You may feel like you're on the verge of losing it all, but in reality, You're about to gain everything that truly matters. This is just the next chapter of the message, seamlessly continuing from where we left off. Every word is original, every emotion raw, all tied to the same theme. Child, I know how tough it's been lately. Those nights where you lay awake, questioning why everything falls apart when you start to believe. Those moments of feeling abandoned, with your faith hanging by a thread. But hear me now with your heart. I have not abandoned you. I have not turned away. My silence does not equal absence, and my delays are not denials. Sometimes the breaking you feel is the exact moment I am building something new within you. Comment 777 if you're choosing to believe once more. Could a CIA-leaked brainwave ritual hold the key to a life of abundance? Newly released research has revealed a brainwave technique that's transforming lives, allowing everyday people to attract wealth in an instant. This 7-second home ritual backed by neuroscience labs is turning debt into dreams. Click the link in the description to unlock this secret before it's gone. Remember, you are not here by chance. This moment was orchestrated by me. Battles rage unseen over your life, your future, your peace. The pressure you feel is because you're on the brink of something sacred. You are my warrior, strong and resilient. Even when you feel weak, forgotten, or invisible, I have surrounded you with my strength. When you thought you were alone, I was there, covering you with grace. Even in moments of doubt, I never left your side. I am faithful, constant, and unwavering. Your pain does not disqualify you. It prepares you. Your scars are not a mark of shame, but a testament to your survival. I will turn your pain into power, your wounds into healing, your story into a testimony. You've asked to be used, and I am answering that prayer. The path to purpose may lead through pain, but you are not stuck there. You are moving forward, and I am walking beside you every step of the way. Comment 999. If you know this message was meant for you. The storm has raged because the enemy fears what comes next. Your praise, your testimony, your strength. Once this storm passes, you will be unstoppable. Embrace the journey, for greatness awaits on the other side. New script. In the depths of your soul, there's a spark waiting to ignite. That's why forces have tried to dim your light. But what they fail to realize is that my presence dwells within you. You cannot extinguish someone who's been touched by the divine flame. You are not merely drifting through existence. You are destined. You are selected. You are the masterpiece I've been crafting in the silence. While others underestimated you, I was sculpting greatness within. Amidst their doubts about your value, I was elevating you for a grander purpose. And now, the time has arrived. The transformation has already commenced. The gates are swinging open, but you must stride forward with faith, not fear. The blessing doesn't lie beyond safety. It awaits on the other side of surrender. This is your moment to emerge, to cease hiding, to cease retreating into the former self that I have already liberated. You persist in trying to conform to places I've beckoned you away from. That's why you feel the discomfort. That's why nothing seems familiar anymore. Because I am beckoning you to ascend to higher realms. Yes, it may feel daunting, but fear is not a signal to halt. It signifies you are on the verge of a breakthrough. You've been questioning when the change will occur. I say, it commences the instant you have faith. The moment you stop fixating on the enormity of the mountain and remember how much greater I am. You are not embarking on this journey alone. You are fortified by the might of heaven. My angels encircle you. My hand guides you. You are enveloped in my grace, shielded by my covenant, and guided by my essence. Type 1 if you sense a shift stirring within your heart at this instant. You need not plead for what I've already assured. You need not earn what grace freely bestows. You simply need to remain close. Stay surrendered. Let me lead. I know the way. Even when the path appears murky, I am aware of our destination. Even when the map in your hand seems blank, you are not adrift. You are not forsaken. You are being led day by day, step by step. I do not demand flawless faith. I seek present faith, faith that manifests in anguish, faith that persists even amidst confusion, faith that softly whispers, yes, even when understanding eludes. I operate through such faith. I heal through such trust. I transform lives through hearts that remain steadfast when circumstances confound. Therefore, do not avert your gaze now. Do not simply scroll past. This is me reaching out to you once more, beckoning, come with me. I have more in store for you. The pressure may seem insurmountable, but that pressure is birthing something eternal, something impervious to theft, not even by the adversary. Beloved, there's a message I need you to absorb deep within your being. You are not forgotten. I realize there are moments when it seems like your prayers hit a ceiling. I acknowledge you've awaited answers that have yet to materialize. I am aware you've pondered whether I recall the promises whispered over your life. Rest assured, I have not forgotten. I have not been idle because I am indifferent. I have been toiling in the silence. Delays are not rejections. They often serve as divine safeguards. You beseeched me to unlock the right doors. Sometimes that necessitated closing the wrong ones, even when comprehension eluded you. If you trust me amidst the delay, type 777. I comprehend the weightiness you've borne of late. I am cognizant of the spiritual burden weighing on you, the unseen battles, the despondency, the uncertainties. However, I also discern what lies ahead. Hence, I implore you to remain near, remain receptive, remain vigilant. A moment looms on the horizon, closer than you realize, when everything will shift. What seemed like a breaking point will morph into your breakthrough. The agony that nearly crushed you will become the platform for my radiance to permeate your life. Can a brief 7-second ritual transmute financial strife into sudden affluence? This leaked CIA-endorsed study unveils a 7-second monetary ritual that is presently altering lives. Validated by 4 neuroscience labs, it rewires your mind to attract wealth effortlessly. Individuals once destitute are now reveling in their ideal lives, lavish residences, sleek automobiles, exotic sojourns. However, this clandestine technique won't remain online for long. Click the description and comments promptly to access it before it vanishes permanently. You keep questioning, when, God? But my timetable does not align with yours. My methodologies diverge from yours. If I bestow the blessing prematurely, it would overwhelm you. If I permit you to bypass the process, you would forfeit the purpose. I cherish you too deeply to expedite my work. Yes, it stings. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yet, gold is refined in the crucible of fire, and so is faith. I am sculpting something eternal within you. You yearn for a sign, and here I am once more. Not with thunderbolts, not with. Ever heard thunder rumble, but there's a persistent voice in your spirit that stops you from scrolling away? That voice is me, your Father, the God who intricately knit you in your mother's womb, softly whispering, stay, listen, don't turn away. Don't skip this moment, for I'm not done with you yet. Drop a comment $9.99 If this is exactly what you needed to hear now, my child, cease comparing your journey to others. The blessing I have for you looks different because you were tailor-made for something unique. Your calling is one of a kind. You've been measuring yourself against others' timelines, feeling behind. But behind whom? According to what? The path I've laid out for you can't be quantified by others' progress. You're not late. You're being refined. I'm not just preparing a blessing for you. I'm preparing you for the blessing. Have you noticed what's been under the most attack in your life? Your identity. The enemy knows that if he can make you forget who you are, you'll forget what you carry. You'll forget your power, authority, inheritance. He's been feeding you lies, convincing you that you're inadequate, too broken, too late, too ordinary. But I created you in my image, crowned you with purpose, and placed eternity in your heart. You are not weak, forgotten, or ordinary. You are chosen. And here's something crucial. I don't love a future version of you more than I love you right now. I'm not waiting for you to become holier, more disciplined, more perfect. I love you in the midst of it all, right here, right now, and nothing can separate you from that love, neither doubts, past mistakes, nor failures. Drop a comment 110 if you believe I love you completely. I know you've been in survival mode, just trying to get through each day. But I didn't call you to merely survive. I called you to live, to walk in peace, joy, purpose. And true life isn't found in fixing everything yourself. It's found in surrender. Let me carry the burdens you've been holding. Let me be your strength when yours falters. I don't need you to pretend anymore. I need you to be real with me. Come as you are, not as you wish to be. You've been the pillar of strength for everyone else. Now let me be strong for you. Let me remind you, even Jesus wept, was betrayed, felt abandoned. You are not alone in your pain. Feeling emotions doesn't make you faithless. It makes you human. I'm not asking you to fake joy. I'm asking you to allow me to meet you in your sorrow and guide you back into the light. There's not a single part of your life I'd give up on. Not one segment of your story is wasted. Even the messiest, ugliest chapters, I can redeem it all. Nothing is too broken for me. Nothing is too far gone. What the enemy tried to destroy, I will restore. What was stolen, I will return. What was shattered, I will rebuild even stronger. But you must stay with me. Choose me every day, especially when it's tough, when you feel numb, when the world is too loud. Trust me, for even a mustard seed of faith moves mountains, and one prayer can shake the gates of hell. Don't wait until you feel strong. Come as you are now, and I'll take care of the rest. This is your moment, your call to stay, your wake-up call, your divine whisper in the midst of chaos. Do not spend another day thinking you're unloved, unseen, unworthy. You are my beloved child, a warrior in my army, a vessel of my spirit, a beacon in the darkness. Understand this. You're not under attack because you're weak. You're under attack because you're significant, chosen, anointed. If you weren't a threat to the kingdom of darkness, the enemy would have left you alone long ago. But he knows your potential, the calling over your life. He's tried to distract, delay, discourage you, but he didn't expect you to still be standing. Drop a comment 1515 if you know you're standing only by my grace. The enemy wanted you to believe you're barely surviving, but I see you hanging on when no one else notices the fight. I see the quiet strength in your tears, the fierce faith that refuses to die. Know that every bit of your pain is creating something eternal. Your struggles have a purpose. Your waiting isn't in vain. It's all part of a grander plan. You felt unseen, forgotten, overlooked, asking, God, when will it be my turn? But remember, I haven't forgotten you. Hey there, your dreams, they're safe with me. Those late-night whispers in the darkness, I heard every single one. Your words, your tears, your moments, they're all etched in my book. Nothing you've faced has escaped my notice. Music. You, my friend, are far from invisible. It might seem like you're wandering through a dry, lifeless wilderness, but trust me, it's not a punishment. It's a preparation. In that barren land, I forge my mightiest warriors, shedding the chains that hold you back and revealing myself in ways you've never seen. This isn't punishment. It's purification. I'm getting you ready for the blessings, the breakthroughs, the calling that awaits. Drop a comment with 1717 if you know this wilderness isn't the end. Have you heard about the covert government ritual they're desperate to conceal? Picture this, a mere 7-second ritual that wipes away debts and attracts wealth effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and top neuroscience labs vouch. It's no myth. Families in turmoil are stepping into dream homes with peace of mind, but the clock's ticking on this secret. Tap the link in the description and comments before it vanishes forever. And remember this, just like Jesus emerged from the wilderness brimming with power, so will you. This season won't shatter you. It'll fortify you. It won't be your downfall. It'll be your rise. It won't leave you empty. It'll fill you to overflowing with my spirit music, because I never let my children walk through fire without refining them. And I never let pain go unredeemed. You've been praying for doors to swing open. Well, I'm not just music opening any door. I'm opening the right one, the one no human force can close. It leads to purpose, not just comfort. It leads to destiny, not distraction. That's why some doors had to shut. That's why certain paths didn't pan out. That's why settling wasn't an option. What I have in store for you is sacred. It's not music run-of-the-mill. It's eternal. Stop apologizing for being you. I crafted you precisely as I envisioned. Your fiery spirit, your compassionate soul, your soaring dreams. Don't shrink to fit places I never designed for you. Cease striving for validation from those who fail to see your worth. You weren't made to blend in. You were crafted to stand out, shining for my glory. And no, you're not too music broken, not too damaged, not too far behind. Redemption is my specialty. I'm not seeking perfection. I crave your surrender. I'll use your scars to heal, your past to liberate, your weaknesses to showcase my strength. All I ask for is your yes, a genuine, unfiltered yes. Even if it quivers, drop an amen if you're offering me your yes today. You think I demand a polished version of you, but I want you. Fears, flaws, doubts, and all. I want you in the chaos, in the mess, amidst the uncertainties. I want you even when clarity eludes you. I didn't choose you for perfection. I chose you out of love, just as you are. Hear me out. I still have faith in you. When you lost faith in yourself, mine remained steadfast. When you abandoned your dreams, I didn't. When you felt unworthy, I affirmed your calling. My plans for you stand firm, untouched by your missteps, your failures, music. My grace was always part of the blueprint. My mercy rewrites your story. You may think it's too music late, that you've fallen short, that time has slipped away. But here's the truth. I'm the God who redeems time. I can restore lost years in an instant, accelerate what's been delayed, breathe life into what seemed dead. What you deemed finished, I can resurrect. What you believed gone, I can restore. Stick close to music me, and I'll guide you through. I won't abandon you, neither in the valleys nor the fires, not in the silence or the chaos. My presence precedes you, surrounds you, dwells within you. You are never alone. Now or ever, child, I still cradle you. Even when your faith wavers, your prayers falter, your failures weigh heavy, I'm right here. I don't vanish when you stumble, nor does my love waver when weariness sets in. I'm not like those who flee when the going gets tough. I endure, I persist. I carry you when you can't bear your own weight. You don't need to have it all together for me to love you. Drop an amen if you believe I'm music right by your side. Script. Rewrite. In the depths of your struggles, you faced challenges that could have easily crushed your spirit. Many would have understood if you had given up, not realizing the fierce battle you were waging just to keep moving forward. I've witnessed every silent struggle, stood by you in the darkest of moments, and caught the tears that you couldn't find the strength to shed. I didn't merely observe. I fought for you, shielding you from unseen forces seeking to harm you. Life's trials attempted to harden your heart. Betrayal left you wounded, and the silence made you doubt my presence. Grief threatened to overwhelm you, and the weight of shame for past actions weighed heavily on you. But know this, none of these define you. I do, and I pronounce you forgiven, cleansed, and free. You are still mine. You may have convinced yourself that you are too broken to be of use, that the damage runs too deep, and that it's too late to change course. But remember, my grace surpasses the depths of your wounds. I am the God who brings beauty from ashes, not waiting for you to mend yourself, but waiting for you to trust me to bring healing. There is no part of you that I fear, no sin too heavy, no scar too deep. I have seen it all, yet I still choose you. If you believe that I have a purpose for your life, comment 1111. Feeling stuck, as if life is a relentless cycle with no progress, can be disheartening. Understand that stillness does not equate to absence. Sometimes, I pause things to shield you or to prepare you for what lies ahead. Waiting is not a punishment, but a part of your divine development. Do not mistake quiet seasons for forgotten ones. In a world where a 7-second CIA ritual is said to bring instant wealth, it's crucial to remember that blessings require a solid foundation. Swift gratification may not always be in your best interest. I am building your character, strengthening your roots, and teaching you to trust me, even in the absence of visible signs. When the blessing arrives, I want you to receive it with wisdom, not fear, acknowledging that it was from me. Your prayers for a breakthrough are valid, but the true breakthrough begins in your mind. Let me liberate you from fear, lies, self-hate, shame, and the false belief that you are anything less than what I say you are. The real battle is within, and it's time to emerge victorious by surrendering deeply, not striving harder. Are you ready to be set free? Comment 2. Your pain has not been in vain. Every wound, loss, and heartbreak will be used for a greater purpose. I waste nothing and will turn what was meant for harm into something good. Your scars will bear witness to the strength that arose from surviving. You were not created for fear or shame, but to walk boldly, love fiercely, shine brightly, and break free from chains. You may think your mistakes disqualify you, but know this, every person I've used has stumbled. Yet, I use them not because of their perfection, but because of their willingness. Your humility, surrender, and brokenness are the very foundation upon which I can build. I am not finished with you. This is just the beginning. Keep showing up, Keep praying, keep believing. Your faith flourishes not in the blessings or miracles, but in the waiting. Stay steadfast, for your journey is far from over. In the calm before the storm, we find ourselves on sacred ground. It's where the pain cuts deep, but also where I draw closest to you. Will you stay with me? Not because you have all the answers, but because you trust that I do. Not because it's easy, but because it's worth the struggle. Keep your gaze locked on me, and I'll guide you through the flames, the shadows, the tempest. You will not be consumed. You will emerge stronger, wiser, freer than ever before. My child, I am still speaking. I have never abandoned you. Perhaps my whispers were drowned out by the noise around you. Yet, I have been there in the unexpected moments, in the quiet recesses of your heart, in the gaps between anxious thoughts, in the tears you thought went unnoticed. I am here now, and I'm not going anywhere. If you believe I never left your side, please signify with a simple 333. Life has thrown challenges your way, and I have witnessed each one. The doubts that crept in under the cover of night, the fear that weighed heavy on your chest, the loneliness that clouded your mind. But remember, none of this is greater than me. You will not be swallowed up by these trials. This is not the end of your story. It marks the genesis of something sacred. You've lingered in the space between promise and fulfillment, between prayers and answers, between anguish and tranquility. I understand that this in-between phase is arduous. It may tempt you to surrender, but resist that urge. You are closer than you realize. I have not brought you this far to abandon you now. What lies ahead is worth every step taken to reach this point. And remember, my dear one, you are not walking this path alone. I have been softening your heart, not to diminish your pain, but to heal the wounds where bitterness sought to take root. I desire your freedom. I desire your wholeness. I desire for you to love without restraint, to hope without reservation, to believe with the fervor of the child I created you to be. You are safe now. You can trust me once more. Show your readiness to trust again by commenting 1-12-12. Trusting again can be daunting, especially after past disappointments. When people left your side, when prayers seemed unanswered, my love remains steadfast and unlike any other. My plans are not hollow. My promises do not falter. I know it has been painful, and the healing process continues. Yet I am unafraid of your wounds, unashamed of your journey. I am here to walk with you through it all. Every step, every fracture, every question. I do not wait for your strength. I enter your weakness. I do not wait for your perfection. I meet you in your brokenness. True faith is trusting me when answers elude you, when pain persists, when logic fails, and your hands tremble, yet you raise them in faith. That courageous act is faith, and I honor it. Could it be possible that a clandestine 7-second ritual, hidden by the CIA, can transform financial struggles into prosperity? An undercover CIA revelation unveils a peculiar 7-second practice that triggers brainwaves attracting wealth effortlessly. Backed by scientific evidence and 4 prestigious labs, this ritual is elevating ordinary individuals to owners of dream lifestyles. Act swiftly before this page vanishes forever. Click the link in the description and comments. Shifts are on the horizon in your life. What you thought was lost will bloom anew. Opportunities you believed had slipped away will resurface. Doors you stopped praying for will swing open unexpectedly. Do not chase after blessings. Instead, walk with me, and blessings will follow. Indicate your readiness for me to restore what was lost by commenting 555. Your heart has borne a heavy burden, laden with questions and the pressure to appear composed when you are anything but. You do not have to bear this weight alone. I extend an invitation to lay it all down, all the shame, the pain, the facades, the striving. I do not seek your performance. I desire your presence. I want you just as you are. The adversary seeks to keep you weighed down, distracted, disheartened, for he knows the power within you. If you only realized your true worth, you would rise, you would fight, you would speak, you would break chains, both your own and those of others. Do not underestimate your strength. You are a beacon of light, carrying my presence. Darkness retreats in your wake. I have bestowed upon you something unassailable, impervious to fear, failure, or the judgments of others. The world did not grant it, and the world cannot strip it away. Safeguard this gift, nurture it, protect it. Do not let it slip away. Trust in the process. Have faith in the journey. For I am with you always, guiding you through every trial and triumph. Do not let the voices of doubt and insecurity define who you are. Your identity is not shaped by the world's standards, but by the truth I speak over you. You are not limited by what others say. You are loved, redeemed, and more than enough. You may wonder if I still have plans for your life, and my answer is a resounding yes. Not just ordinary plans, but extraordinary ones filled with peace and purpose. Plans that will bring meaning to your pain and piece together a beautiful story you never imagined. I am orchestrating a narrative with your life that will leave you in awe if you could see the whole picture now. So do not lose hope in the midst of challenges. Do not let the struggles of today blind you to the bright promise of tomorrow. Your past does not dictate your future. My plans for you are steadfast. What I have started, I will bring to completion, and I always finish well. You are not running out of time. You are moving towards my perfect timing. I understand that your heart feels heavy and the waiting seems endless. But trust that I am already at work behind the scenes, setting things in motion. While you have been praying for a breakthrough, I have been preparing the way. The blessings meant for you are not delayed. They are right on time. I am always punctual, even when circumstances may suggest otherwise. I know it may seem like others are ahead of you, living the life you desire. But remember, comparison steals your peace and poisons your progress. What I am doing in you is unique and tailored for you. It is not second best or leftover. It is abundant and good because it comes from me. You are not forgotten. You are being molded into something beautiful. You have carried silent grief and unspoken sorrows, mourning the dreams that quietly faded away. But know that I see your pain, and I grieve with you. Those lost dreams and hopes are not the end. I am a God of resurrection who can breathe new life into what has died. Trust that I have something greater in store for you. There is a promise over your life that the enemy has tried to silence, which is why you have faced attacks and pressure. But rest assured, nothing can thwart my plans for you. You are not merely going through challenges, you are growing through them. The pain you experience now is shaping your faith, deepening your roots, and building endurance for what lies ahead. I have heard every cry, every whisper, and every unspoken word you have uttered. Even when you felt weary and lost, I was working on your behalf. My hand is upon your life, my spirit dwells within you, and my angels surround you. You are not abandoned. You are never alone. Every step you take, every tear you shed, I am there, counting and holding your pain in my heart. Remember, I have not changed my mind about you. Despite others giving up on you, or even yourself, my plans for you remain good and unwavering. My love covers you, and you do not need to earn it back. It has never left you. You are chosen, not because of perfection, but because you are mine. The power that parted seas, brought water from rocks, and raised the dead is the same power at work in your life. Even when you feel burdened and overwhelmed, know that I am carrying you. You are not alone on this journey, and you never will be. Trust in my unfailing love and plans for you. As you step into this new season, remember this: I'm always ahead of you, right behind you, and walking beside you every step of the way. You weren't put on this earth to merely exist. You were created to thrive, to live boldly, and to experience true freedom. I'm calling you out of just surviving and into embracing a supernatural life. It's time to let go of fear and embrace faith, to move away from feeling numb and ignite the fire within you. There's so much more inside of you than you realize, more potential than you've ever imagined. But to unlock it all, you need to stay close to me, rooted in my love, and surrendered to my will. You don't have to have all the answers. You just need to stay connected, be honest with yourself, and keep your heart open. The next steps I have planned for you won't demand perfection from you. Instead, they'll require your obedience, your willingness to say yes, even if your voice trembles with uncertainty. Your surrender to me holds more power than all your striving ever could. You don't need to prove anything to me. Simply offer me your heart. In a world filled with noise, fear, lies, confusion, I am the still, small voice calling you back to peace, back to rest, back to me. Tune your ears back to my voice, and I'll remind you of your true identity. Fix your gaze back on me, and I'll reveal the path we're walking together. There's no need to fear the unknown. I've already been there, and I promise you, it's beautiful. You're about to step into a new season where everything will start to make sense. All those moments of waiting, the weight of challenges, and the disappointments that left you questioning will soon reveal their purpose. The pain you've endured hasn't been in vain. It's been shaping something deep within you. Resilience, strength, a deeper dependence on me. Soon, those tears you shed in secret will turn into powerful testimonies. Your presence will exude a peace that defies logic, and your words will carry an authority that darkness cannot withstand. The oil of anointing on your life, pressed out through your trials, will now be used to bless every step you take forward. You are not defined by the opinions of others or the lies life has whispered to you. My truth over you is greater, and I declare that you are chosen, loved, and right on time. The promises I've spoken over your life have not expired. Your name is still inscribed on all that I have prepared for you. You are not overlooked, unnoticed. I don't require the world's validation to pour out my blessings on you. I have already chosen you, approved you. You don't need a grand stage to fulfill your purpose. You just need to stay connected to me. Remain faithful in the unseen, and I will reward you in the light. What I have in store for you will be undeniable, divine. If you believe that your name is still written on the promise I have for you, comment 1-1. Child, I know you've been putting on a brave face, trying to hold it all together for everyone around you. But I see beyond the facade. I see the tears you hide, the burdens weighing you down. It's okay to let go, to fall apart in my presence. You don't have to keep up the act, to pretend that everything is fine. Just come as you are. Let down the walls and allow me in. I'm not afraid of your mess. I can handle your raw emotions, your doubts, your frustrations. Instead of striving for perfection, I ask you to be authentic, to let me into the broken places you've been concealing. I can't heal what you pretend isn't wounded, but if you open your heart to me, I will make all things new. Yes, the waiting has been exhausting, but it's not wasted time. What may seem like a pause is actually a time of preparation. I'm building your endurance, stretching your faith, and teaching you to listen to my voice more clearly. The challenges you've faced aren't punishments. They're a form of protection, ensuring that you are rooted deeply for what lies ahead. If you're ready to stop pretending and allow me to work in your life, comment 2-2. The enemy may have tried to wear you down, to convince you that nothing is changing, but that's a lie. The pressure you feel isn't a sign of my absence. It's a signal that something new is about to be birthed in your life. Birthing is never easy. It's painful. It stretches you. It makes you feel like you're falling apart. But remember, you're not breaking, you're transforming. When this new season unfolds, you'll understand why the battle was so intense. There's a divine purpose on your life. That's why the ground beneath you has been shaking. As you navigate this journey, remember that I am with you every step of the way, guiding you, strengthening you, and preparing you for the incredible destiny that awaits. Trust in my timing, have faith in my plans, and know that you are never alone. Embrace the process, for it is shaping you into the person you were always meant to be. Trust me, for I am leading you towards a future filled with hope, purpose, and unimaginable blessings. Stay steadfast, stay connected, and watch as I unfold miracles in your life that will leave no doubt that your name is indeed written on the promise I have for you. Have you ever felt like the world around you is so vividly real? That's why these challenges hit so deep, because the adversary doesn't bother with what's insignificant. He goes after what poses a threat. And you, dear one, you are a threat to the shadows. You carry a beacon of light. You carry the essence of truth. You possess a voice that has the power to shift the very air around you. Hell has tried to quiet you for far too long, but that ends now. I am lifting you up, not because of how the world sees you, but because of how I see you. Not because of your accomplishments, but because of the potential I have placed within you. It's time to step into that calling. It's time to stop playing small. It's time to stop apologizing for the purpose within you. You were never meant to fade into the background. You were meant to radiate. Why have so many people attested that this CIA ritual has transformed their lives in just 7 seconds? This leaked CIA practice is the real deal, and it packs a punch. A 7-second brainwave technique supported by 4 neuroscience labs is empowering ordinary individuals to soar from lack to abundance. Dream houses, cars, vacations, it's all within your grasp. But this valuable video may vanish from the web at any moment. Hurry, click the link in the description and comments to catch it before it disappears forever. I will guide you to the right paths. I will shut the doors that lead astray. I will grant you wisdom. I will offer you tranquility. You don't need to chase after success, struggle relentlessly, or plead for blessings. Just have faith. Just find solace. Just remain close to me. This is not the end. It's only the beginning. Feel free to share your thoughts. Amen. If you trust that I have always been by your side, there were moments when you could have walked away, times when you could have given in, but something deep within you refused to let go. That wasn't just your own resilience. It was me, my spirit within you whispering, "Don't give up. I'm not done yet."